Wearne, let's start with Tuesday night. Obviously a difficult result to take. What was your view on that game?
Yeah, like you said, difficult game. Nowhere near good enough from anyone. Borderline, well, not borderline. It was embarrassing for us as a squad, and yeah, that's nowhere near the levels we want to be at. But we're going to get nothing from sitting about, moping about. So we've got another big game Saturday, so we've really got to prepare properly for that one and put it right.
Was that kind of the mood and the mentality coming in this morning? Full focus shifted to Rochdale on Saturday?
Yeah, I mean, once the game's gone, once the final whistle's gone, there's not really much you can do about it. We can watch it back and see where we can be better, but in terms of, we don't want to be coming in, like I said, everyone head down just because we lost the game. Like I said, the scoreline was embarrassing, but ultimately it's 3 points dropped, and there's another 3 points to play for on Saturday, so we've got to make sure we can pick them up.
What do you think changed from that battle and display to get the 3 points altering into Tuesday night's performance?
To be honest, York are a really good side. It was a quick turnaround from Saturday to Tuesday, so in terms of the preparation for a team like York with the way they want to play, we probably didn't have as much time as we would have liked to prep for that. And yeah, like I said, really good side. And yeah, we just everything that could have went wrong on Tuesday did go wrong, and they punished us. And yeah, it's really disappointing, but yeah, we move on.
You think just the conditions out of that Altrincham game kind of took it out of it? You look at the weather being down to 10 men for most of the second half.
Possibly. I mean, we're all professional athletes. We're all fit enough to get through games, even when you do go down to 10 men. And as you know, there's loads of games where we go Saturday, Tuesday, and we're all fit enough to get through them. So yeah, not making any excuses. Not going to look at the Altrincham game and say it was a difficult afternoon. Tuesday was, like I said, nowhere near good enough. But yeah, we've got to go again Saturday, because cliche as it sounds, games come thick and fast, and we've got to make sure we're better.
Back in for training today. How was that session?
Yeah, good. Everyone come in. Smiles on faces. Make sure we've got good spirit, because like I said, it was one game that we've lost. We know we need to be better, but everyone came in. We've got a good morale about the team, a really good group of players and staff, and yeah, it was good. Get back on the balls and make sure we can clear our heads moving forward.
Was there any particular focus on today's session?
Yeah, we just we had to be sat down beforehand and went through the York game and the obvious things that could have been better, and then yeah, just started prep for Saturday. Like I said, got everyone out on the grass, got everyone moving, and yeah, we were in good spirits.
On a personal level, how have you viewed your season so far?
Okay, I think probably be a accurate way of putting it for myself. I think I've been okay. Like I said last time I done an interview with you, I picked up an injury pre-season, so it took me a while to get going. Finally in that routine of games now, but yeah, I've definitely not hit the levels that I'm capable of hitting. Like I said, been okay, I think. Try and graft my socks off as much as I possibly can, and try and show a little bit of quality in the final third. Obviously not managed to get off the mark yet, but yeah, like I said, I'll always leave everything out there and try and do my best for the team. And yeah, I've been okay. Want to bring a bit more though.
Like you say, not off the mark in terms of goals, but I believe you've got 4 assists so far. It's pleasing to see how important your role is within the team in that aspect. Yeah,
that's my job. I want to create. Like I said, want to score as many goals as possible as well. But yeah, if I can create as much as possible, that's my job. So yeah, goals, assists, even pressing, dropping into pockets and causing teams problems. That's what I want to be doing.
I think one of the assists, or it mightn't have even went down as one, to be honest, was from one of the early home games when you saw Regan running onto the ball and you just had that awareness to leave it for him and he'd done the rest.
Yeah, I said that to him the other day. If I just keep passing to him, then I'll just keep getting assists. But yeah, we're kind of getting that cohesion together now, where we're playing, we're all on the same page, and obviously barring Tuesday, we've shown that previous weeks, and yeah, hopefully we can continue that and have a successful season. On
Regan, a little bit more. How have you found it working alongside him so far?
Yeah, it's been fun watching him and just doing all this stuff. But no, he's an incredible player and great person as well. And he's coming and he's hit the ground running, and I'm sure he's going to get many more goals. And I'm really, really keen to see how his career progresses, because he's got everything to go bum bum bum. So yeah, really looking forward to see what he does for the rest of the season.
In terms of your awareness, decision making, creating space for others, is that something you pride yourself on in your game?
Yeah, I think I'd like to think I'm quite an intelligent player. I'm probably not blessed with physical output that maybe some natural players are. But yeah, like I said, I'd like to think I'm quite a intelligent player, can drop into pockets, create space for others, make maybe unselfish runs that people don't necessarily see, but can have a positive effect on the team.
And of course, the ability to play in a few different positions as well. You've played in the 10, you've played out wide. How have you found moving between the two?
Yeah, okay. Obviously played out wide Tuesday. Not maybe my strongest position naturally. I think probably everyone can see that, but happily do a job wherever the gaffer asks me to. And yeah, like you said, fairly versatile. I feel like I can understand the game and play in different positions. But yeah, like I said, I'm just happy to do a job wherever the gaffer asks me to, and yeah, as long as I'm on the pitch, I'll always leave everything out there.
Looking ahead to Rochdale, what kind of game do you expect from them?
I think from what I've heard, maybe similar to York on Tuesday. I think they play the same shape. Try and build attacks from the back. So we've had a bit more time to prep for Saturday, so we'll be better.
Do you think it's just about focusing on ourselves? Is there any element of changing how we're going to play to come up against them?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, like you said, focus on ourselves, because we've got some amazing players, but at the same time, some other teams got some good players as well, and we've got to nullify their threats whilst making sure our threats are as strong as possible. So we'll look at what we can do, but we'll also look how we can stop them.
Mentioned the threats. Manny Dissaruve, I think he's the second top scorer in the league behind Regan. He's an obvious one that we'll have to nullify. Yeah,
but I've got full belief in our defenders that we'll do that.
Unbeaten run continues at home. How important is it to lengthen that and keep it running?
Yeah, good. We need to make this place a fortress and make teams dread coming here, because I've been an opposition player coming here, and when it gets rocking and they've got that momentum, it's a really, really difficult place to come. So yeah, like you said, it's important that we keep that momentum and keep pushing.
How do you and the lads find that when you just walk out at Brunton Park in front of a packed out crowd?
Yeah, it's proper, isn't it? It's a proper football club. It gives you that buzz, and I love walking out here. I love playing for the club. It's a proper football club, that proper supporters, and you get that feeling on a Saturday where, look, we're in non-league at the moment, but you get that feeling of it's a proper game day. It's and yeah, I mean, we've shown previous weeks here that when the supporters get behind us, we can really put on a show for them.
Is there any particular moments from the fans that's kind of stood out to you during your time here so far?
I think just from the minute I walked through the door, we were in a relegation scrap in League Two, and we were selling out away ends everywhere we were going. And even when after we'd been relegated, we had a game here, and there was still 6,000-7,000 fans turned up, and yeah, you see it every away game, they sell it out, and yeah, just been the support the show on the road is tremendous, and yeah, just got to stick with us, because I'm sure we'll get it right. How much of an impact can they have? Of course, Rochdale on Saturday, Hartlepool at home on Wednesday. Back-to-back home games, it's a real chance to get us back on track. Yeah, definitely. And like I said, we want to make this place a fortress, so just need to bring the noise, and hopefully we can bring the performance. Thanks for your time. Thank you.